Nobody knows where the market is going to be in an hour, a week, a month, or a year, but what general advice do you have for people when the markets are chaotic?
I'm sure I am not the first person that your listeners are hearing this from this week, but don't panic. And that's really hard in the face of chaos, to not look at your portfolio and try to micromanage it and jump in and jump out at the right time, but that's the exact wrong thing to do. If you have a long-term time horizon, you're better off just continuing to buy at all levels, including during these pullbacks when you're essentially buying shares on sale, and then just letting your portfolio grow. Now that's a very hard thing to do because humans are emotional creatures.
That's the thing, we all know that, we've all heard that, but when you get one of those days where maybe the Dow is down 2,000 points, it's really hard to stay calm. So what do you say to people so that they follow this advice?
I say first look at history, if you can. Look what happened to the money that you left in the market in 2008, 2009. It's worth 3 times what it was when the market bottomed out. If you can't sleep, take 5% off the table. If you still can't sleep, take another 5% off the table, but don't sell out completely.
You've been doing this for a while, but it seems to me that in a lot of ways the basic principles haven't really changed. Is the wisdom that you were giving out 15 years ago pretty much the same as what you're doing now?
Yes and no. The principles haven't really changed. What has changed is the amount of financial responsibility that we're being asked to take for our own lives. As the pension system has evaporated and 401ks and other accounts that we have to contribute to for ourselves have taken hold, we've got more of the responsibility on our shoulders, and the same is true in healthcare. And we're not taught how to do it, right? That's the frustrating part. It really has come down to individuals, corporations, small school districts, the occasional state picking up the ball and trying to run with it.
People, I'm sure, listen to you and they read your work and they say, oh, well, she's got all the answers and she knows all the right things to do. But they might be surprised that you made a few errors yourself. You were guilty of some financial sins of your own, especially when you were younger, right?
I made all of them. I mean, I made all the mistakes. And that is one of the reasons I think that I feel so optimistic when I tell people that they can turn their financial situations around, because I did it twice in my life. I did it once when I came out of college and got in over my head at credit card debt and completely messed up my first attempt at a 401k, but I did it again at age 40 when I got divorced and was basically starting from pretty close to zero in having to save half of college tuition for my kids and buy a house on my own and rebuild my savings. And I'm an English major. Look, I do not come to this from some lofty economics degree. I got a C in introductory economics, to my parents' horror. And so what I understand is that it's not that tough. It's really some basic habits, repeated often, and use technology to help you.
Do you think we're getting the hang of it? Do you think we're doing a better job
of
handling our personal finances than we were 10 years ago?
No, without a doubt. Without a doubt, we're doing a better job. We've certainly been helped by the markets, despite their recent pullback. We see 401k balances.
Bull market's a big help.
Bull market, we're all brilliant in a bull market. But no, I'm very heartened by what I see as strong savings habits among millennials and Gen Z. I mean, granted, millennials have not had it easy. They came into their first jobs during the Great Recession. They are crushed under the weight of student debt, but they're really taking it seriously. They're saving more on a percentage basis than we've seen other generations save, and I think Gen Z is going to follow right on their tails, so I'm heartened by that.